Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the corporate goals and objectives. And for our outline, this is the outline of my presentation. First, we will define corporate goals and objectives, and then we will know the difference of goals and objectives, discuss goals and objectives flowchart, and we will have some examples of the possible corporate objectives, importance of goals and objectives, and lastly, the smart approach we have to use in developing corporate objectives. Now we go to the meaning. Corporate goals are general statements of what needs to be accomplished. Okay, that is the foundation of strategies, plans, priorities, and resources allocation. So, in other words, it is a basis of developing strategies, what to prioritize, and how much resources to be allocated. Corporate goals also is a focal point for managerial action, meaning it is the focus or the center of interest by the management. So we have here different examples of corporate goals. First is the increase profit margin. Now, when we say increase profit margin, this means increasing the amount of profit made from the sale of a product. So it can be one of the corporate goals. And we have also increased efficiency. Accomplish, okay, when we say efficiency, that is accomplishing a project with a minimum expenditure. And many corporation also wants to become a market leader. Okay, um, or they wanted to have the largest percentage of the total sales in a given market. So for example, here, the Nike, Apple, and the Amazon, and there are many market leaders. Okay, we have also provide better customer service. Okay, uh, it is said that the way you treat your customer impacts your business in general. So it is very important also to prioritize better customer service. And we also have im- improve employee training. So these are some examples of corporate goals, or in a broader sense, general statement po siya. Okay. Now, corporate objectives narrows it down to a more specific terms. Okay, so in the following slide, we are going to just to know corporate objectives. Now, corporate objectives turns a goals general statement into a specific, quantifiable, time sensitive statement of what is going to be achieved and when it be achieved. Okay, so notice these terms: specific, okay, quantifiable or measurable, and it has matrix, okay, and is also time sensitive. My target date po to accomplish the project. So some examples um, of corporate objectives we have here: earn at least 20% after tax rate or return on investment during the next fiscal year. Now, when we say fiscal year, that is accounting period of 12 months. Okay. Another corporate objective example is increase market share by 10% over the next 3 years. So as you notice, there is a matrix, it is quantifiable, and it has a time being specified. Okay, next, lower operating cost by 15% over the next 2 years through improvement in the efficiency of manufacturing process. Okay, another example, boost revenue by introducing a new product in quarter two by 30% and cut a percentage of overhead costs by the end of the fiscal year by 25%. Case, you will just have to know your priorities, which one calls a very urgent attention. Okay, now when we say overhead costs, okay, that is the cost or the expenses associated with running a business that cannot be linked to producing a product. Okay, that is what it means by overhead cost. Now we will differentiate the two terms. Okay, so the difference between goals and objectives. Now, when we say goals, Those are the final result or the outcome of an endeavor. And then when we say objectives, these are specific results that help to achieve the final goal. Okay, goals is what you want to achieve. It is more on what, and the objective, it is how you are going to achieve the goal. Okay, goal is general, and objective is specific. Goals are broader than objective, and objective is of course narrow. Okay, goals may not be measurable. Objective, on the other hand, must be measurable. As you notice in our previous example, that we have this matrix associated with our um, objective. Okay, goals have a longer time frame, and objective have a shorter time frame. Okay, to illustrate further, we have here an example to business, the difference between business objective versus goal. Okay, so the CEO of a company may say, we seek to become the largest maker of bicycles in the world. This is a goal. Why? Because she does not explain how the company will achieve it. Okay, so here below, the CEO will say, we will increase bicycle sales by 2% each quarter of this year. We will open new branches and factories in Germany and France during the next 12 months. So in this example, we can understand the difference of these two terms. Okay, so this is an illustration of goals and objective. So if the dartboard is the goal, then it consists of many objectives to attain or to reach that goal. Okay, so for example, if you want to increase profit margin, okay, so when we say profit margin, it measures the degree of which a company activity makes money by dividing income by revenue. So if your goal is like that, increase profit margin, then you will have many objectives along with that. So for example, in reduce operating costs by 10% in 18 months, and increase sales volume by 20% in 12 months. Okay, so that is what example of goals and objective. Another, improve employee skills. So if you want to improve employee skills, then you may conduct training in the next 12 months to improve employee skills. Okay, okay, here, goals and objectives flowchart. So goals and objectives must be in line, or must be anchored with the corporate vision mission. Okay, so we have discussed the vision, mission, and the previous presenter. Okay, we have here an example. Our mission statement, this is for word, is a secretarial services company that provides word processing and computer graphics services for companies in San Francisco Bay Area. So our mission is to build a reputation among local businesses as the most knowledgeable, most reliable, and friendliest word processing resource around. So that is the company's mission. So your goal and objective must be anchored with that. Okay, so as you notice here, the first word is knowledgeable, most knowledgeable. So your goal could be enhance staff expertise. Okay, that is your goal. That is a more general term. And then you narrow it down into a more doable terms, which is your objective. This is schedule monthly assessment for all staff. Okay, another mission, to build a reputation. Okay, that is the company's mission. And then you will have some goal with that. Okay, like increase brand awareness, and then narrow it down into a more doable one, like give customer referral discounts for 10% per transaction. Okay, another mission, most reliable. So your goal could be improve customer service. Okay, so your objective will also be hire one a human resource officer to monitor compliance of the customer service. Okay, so here are some possible corporate objectives. We have here survival, profit, sales revenue, market share, cash flow, growth, customer satisfaction, corporate image and reputation, environment objectives, and social objectives. Now, notice these three last terms from corporate image and reputation. Okay, these last three may be included in the corporate social responsibility of the company. So, this will be reported by the following presenters. Now, we go to the importance. So, why is there a need to develop corporate goals and objectives? Okay, so corporate goals are important in running a business. Okay, it serves as a guide to setting your business objectives. So, it is essential part of establishing priorities. Okay, next, motivate and inspire employees because they know their purpose of working. Okay, employees feel that um, they're not just working for a salary but for a deeper purpose. Example, a corporate goal is to provide excellent service. So at the end of the day, there is a sense of satisfaction because of knowing the very purpose of working. Okay, next importance is provide guidance and direction. Since goal is an end, a roadmap or an accomplishment we want to achieve. Okay, it helps organizations evaluate and control performance. This is knowing the progress of the business, what to continue doing, and what to eliminate. Okay, we go to the importance of corporate objectives. Visualize the goals. Okay, as we discussed, goals are very general, and then objective is more specific. It helps us visualize the goals because yes, it is more doable terms. Objectives are more doable terms than goal. Okay, next is it creates specific and clear direction. Okay, it motivates employees, and some forms form the basis to budget, form the basis of form as the basis to set budget. So for example, the objective is to increase 10% this to increase sales by 10%. Uh, the objective is to increase sales by 10% this year. So knowing this, budget for sale shall be increased so they can do their task to reach the objective. So okay, so that those are the importance of corporate objective. Okay, we have here the three steps to make objectives smart. Okay, first is you identify priorities. You consider key areas. It can be finance, product or services, customers, personal development, or operation. Okay, all right. So in this point of time, what department should be prioritized? Example, you know your employees are not yet techno savvy and your IT system demand for it. So you can prioritize personal development by conducting trainings. Next, make sure your objectives are smart. Okay. Check if the objective has the following component. Example, to achieve 15% net profit by 31 March 2020, to generate 20% revenue from online sale before 31 December 2020, or to recruit 3 new people to the marketing team by the beginning of January. So as you notice, this specific statements follows a smart approach. Okay? And the third one is objective must have a good fit and are assigned to the right people. Okay, here we must know if the people assigned are competent in that specific area. Okay, so in developing smart objectives, we ask these questions. Okay, is it smart? Okay, is it specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound? Okay, is it specific? Is the outcome described with strong action verbs such as conduct, develop, build, plan, or execute? Who will be involved? Okay, did we get their input? Okay, are actions assigned to specific people or groups? Will this outcome lead to the desired result? Okay, these are the questions we have to ask if we want our objective to be specific. Okay, now we go to measurable. Is it how will we know that change has occurred? Okay, what are the matrix? How will we collect matrix? Okay, next is it achievable? Can it be done in the proposed time frame? Or are the limitations and constraints understood? Or can we achieve this outcome with the resources available? Okay, is it possible? Is it achievable? Okay, next we go to the realistic. Okay, do we have the resources available to achieve this outcome? Is it possible to achieve this outcome? What is the baseline for the population, their priorities? Okay, for example, your employees in the marketing department cannot be assigned for production because they have different expertise. Okay, and time bound. Over what time frame does this outcome need to be achieved? Okay, all right. So lastly, we are going to provide. I am going to provide an example of a smart objective, and we will know what makes this objective smart. Okay. In number one, increase customer service score to 90% this year. Okay. Specific. What exactly to do? Okay. What exactly to do? Increase customer satisfaction. Specific. Okay. Measurable. How much should be the increase? It is 90%. Okay, is it attainable? Yes, it is very possible that the objective can be achieved in a span of a year. Okay, is it relevant? Yes, of course. Service. Yes, of course. Customer service is one of the best tactic a company can have to increase sales. Okay, does it have deadline? Time bound, there is a period stated to achieve the objective, which is this year. Okay, so that would be all of my presentation. Thank you very much for listening.